Okay, this is just a short instructional clip to cover the Kimura sweep from half guard, the Roger Gracie sweep from half guard. Doesn't really have a name, but a lot of people he's been having a lot of success with it. This is how I do it, and everyone can have a try with it and see how it works out for them. So, we're going to start here in the half guard position. Here. First thing obviously is I'm defending my head, everything here. What I want is to get a good solid wrist control on this wrist here. Okay? While I'm here, I'm going to use my thumb at this point. If I have a poor grip, it's too easy for him to circle his hand back out, and I'll lose it from there. So I want to have the thumb at this point. My next aim is to try and punch his hand, his wrist, into the sort of crease of his hip here. I want to have this here. This gives me the control that I'm going to need both to break his posture down and also to lift him later on. So if I can get from here, I can use the control of the collar grip to pull him down here, punch this in, I'm going to pull him down, I'm going to sit all the way over, and I'm going to grab his back. If I can't reach his belt to begin with, I'm going to grab his gi, I'm going to reach over, I want to grab his belt in the very centre of his lower back here, and clamp my elbow downwards on his head to keep his head down. If I have no elbow pressure, he's just going to come out, it's going to circle out, I'm going to lose everything. So, I want to hold here, my elbow clamp down from here. Now guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start trying to bring his weight onto me. If his weight is too far back, if he's sprawled to begin with, he sprawls out from there, you can't sweep him from here. You have from here, you're going to come back, you can threaten the Kimura, you can try and go from that way. But by threatening the Kimura, sometimes he just defends back up here, and you end up back where you started. So, I'm still here, I'm pushing his wrist into his hip here with my whole elbow pushed behind it. So at this point, he should be able to remove his hand in any direction, even though I'm only pushing with just the one hand. Okay, I'm going to keep control of the belt here. So now, what I want to do is I want to start moving myself out, moving my hips away a little bit, and pulling down here so that I have space to start bringing my hips underneath him. If I'm all the way out here, if I just pull here, I'm going to pull him onto me, he's not going to go anywhere. So I want to have a bit of space here, but I want to be out on my hips at the same time here. So now I'm going to pull him over me as I start turning my hips from this side all the way to face over there. So I'm going to pull this way. Okay? I'm still pushing up here. I'm elevating his hips with this. I'm not just going to pull like that, because then it's going to go that way. I want to pull, and I want to push with my elbow and lift his hips up in the air here. So again, I'm going to pull down here, I'm going to push it, and then I'm going to do a backwards roll directly over my shoulder this way. I'm not going to try and take him across this way. If he bases his hand on the ground here, I'm just going to pull it. He's not going to go anywhere. I have to take him in a direction he can't base, which is this way. Okay? So now from here, I'm going to turn it, I'm going to load him up, push in so I feel his weight. I'm going to pull here, and roll all the way over, and finish on top, that way. So go again. Sorry. Go in, I'm here, pin this into his hip, use the collar, pull down, grab, clamp the elbow, keep him controlled here. Okay, now from here, push up, load my hips up, push into him a little bit to get some weight there. Now I'm going to pull, so his weight's on me here, then I'm going to roll backwards this way. All the way over to end up on top. Just a quick note, when I'm here, I'm pushing, most of the pressure comes from turning him forwards onto me and pushing up on his hip. It's not really driven up by doing the backwards roll, it's by lifting his hips, using my grip on his wrist here. One final time. Wrist, over, control, push, pull, lift, on top.